Yeah, sure. These are results of meetings that we've been having. Speaker McCarthy's been engaged from the beginning with our membership, but also letting the president know that as the president maxed out the nation's credit card, which is why we've hit the debt ceiling, it's because of 2 years of President Biden's spending out of control, trillions and trillions of dollars. We're not just going to give the president another credit card to go max out. No family would do that. And so we said we've got to get some responsible reforms and savings in place. And so the speaker laid out a number of those. If you look at things like work requirements, just going back to what Bill Clinton did working with the Republican Congress to get more people back to work. Look, if you talk to anybody in our country right now, everybody's looking for workers, and yet the federal government is paying millions of people about $30,000 to $40,000 a year to sit at home. It makes absolutely no sense. If you're borrowing money from China to pay somebody who's fully able-bodied to sit at home when they could be working tomorrow, getting a job, paying into Social Security. By the way, you want to talk about a real threat to Social Security? It's President Biden's policies that are paying people not to work, because if those people were instead working, and we're talking millions of people, estimates show 5 to 10 million people are being paid by President Biden's policies to stay at home. If they were in the workforce where everybody's looking for workers, they'd be paying into Social Security, strengthening that program instead of weakening it. So there's a lot of good benefits to those kind of policies. It would save hundreds of billions just for that alone. Obviously, there are a lot of other proposals that Speaker McCarthy laid out in the letter. At this point, the ball's in President Biden's court. You know, does he want to try to run out the clock and risk more fiscal chaos that we've seen under the Biden administration, or will he finally do his job and sit down with the Speaker to work through this?
And you all have agreed on this.
Oh, these are all things that our membership has been talking about for a long time.
Friends, there is big news coming from the Internal Revenue Service. Millions of deposits have already been made to taxpayers. But if you do not file a tax return, there are a few things that you need to know about this tax season. Many low-income households may be able to receive a bonus check from the Internal Revenue Service. But dearest friends, you need to take action in order to receive this. Please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, do stay tuned because I will be announcing the 3 winners from yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is make sure that you click and like several of my videos, do subscribe to my channel, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Tax day is fast approaching. The deadline to file a federal tax return for most Americans is just over 2 weeks away, on Tuesday, April 18th. But according to CNBC News, there are several things that filers need to know. While individuals with incomes under a certain amount are not required to file a tax return because they will not owe any taxes, if you qualify for certain tax credits or already paid some federal income tax, the Internal Revenue Service might owe you a refund that you can only receive by filing a tax return. First is that you're able to receive free help for preparing your tax return. For example, the IRS Free File program offers free, guided tax preparation online. The program, delivered via public-private partnership, is available to taxpayers with an annual adjusted gross income of $73,000 or less in 2022. Free File is available to 70% of U.S. taxpayers. Friends, it's also important to know that your tax refund may be smaller this year. The Internal Revenue Service had issued 54 million refunds as of March 17th. About 75% of processed tax returns have received their refund. The average refund was $2,933, compared with $3,305 at the same point last year. There are also common mistakes on a tax return that might delay processing of the return or a refund that you are owed. Among the biggest is missing tax forms that might occur if you're a gig worker or received a 1099 form but did not report that income on your tax return. The Internal Revenue Service receives copies of those tax forms and knows if that information is missing on your return. Other common mistakes include incorrect spelling or digits for your name, birth date, social security number, or banking information. Not filing electronically and not asking for direct deposit may also delay your tax refund. CNBC News has confirmed that you can get an extension to file, but not to pay taxpayers. CNBC News has confirmed that you can get an extension to file your taxes, but not to pay. Taxpayers can request a 6-month extension to file their federal return. This might make sense if you're missing a tax form. Taxpayers can request an extension for free online via IRS Free File regardless of their income. But you cannot receive an extension to pay your federal tax bill. You must pay that bill by the April 18th deadline. You can estimate that bill by going through the process on tax software and using estimates from missing forms. The Internal Revenue Service levies financial penalties for failing to file a return and for failing to pay your taxes. If you cannot afford to cover your full balance, you may be able to apply for an installment agreement, which is a long-term monthly payment plan. Now, friends, President Biden keeps seeing good economic news and bad public approval ratings. The unemployment rate fell to 3.5% in March. More than 236,000 jobs were also added, but there has been no political payoff for the U.S. president. Going forward, an emerging challenge for President Biden might be the expectation that unemployment will get much worse this year. This is the opinion of the Federal Reserve, which expects the jobless rate to hit 4.5%. Even the proposed budget that Biden just put forth models an increase of 4.3% from the current rate. In 2021, Biden set out to use the crisis aid dollars to get people back to work quickly and to prevent the effects in recessions that can leave people earning less for the rest of their careers or be permanently jobless. He succeeded at that mission, as the U.S. economy has about 4 million more jobs than the Congressional Budget Office had forecasted it would at this stage. Biden has rejected criticisms that the size of the crisis relief contributed to inflation. Although research published by the New York Fed indicates that the federal aid accounted for about 1/3 of the higher inflation from late 2019 to June 2022. So, dearest friends, what do you think caused inflation? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. The 3 winners of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Virgil Barrett, Shelly Zealous, and Dana Gant. Congratulations, dearest friends. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you can message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed Easter weekend.